His opponent, a man of the north, it's Chizzy, Dave Chisnall!
Our first game of 6 today, live on BBC Two. Steve West against Dave Chisnall, and in the commentary box, the Wolf, Martin Adams, and our little lamb, David Croft.
Yes, and I'm quivering at the sight of Martin Adams next to me here in the box, who did have a tough examination in the first round.
Well, there you go. I mean, we got there in the end. That was amazing.
Not where you start, it's where you finish, eh, Wolfie? This one, though, Dave Chisnall against Steve West. Has all the ingredients for an absolute corker. Will it be Dave Chisnall that turns up, who pushed you very hard this time last year? Will it be Steve West who turns up, who we know can do it on the day? Or will both of them suffer a bit of a New Year's hangover? I'm not sure.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
So the number 4 seed, Steve West, to get us underway. And he needs to start just like this. He really does.
Yeah, just like his brother Sony. Straight out of the box. He's racing.
He has to hit Chisnall hard and try and impose himself in these opening exchanges.
Well, you have to. I mean, we know Dave's reputation from last year. We know how good he can play. He's going to be dangerous if he gets behind.
84.
12-1 for a 9-darter at this year's tournament. What can Steve West do now? Still on, you know. Still on, you know. It's still on, you know.
180.
Back-to-back maximums to start the match.
What a way to start off your Lakeside Challenge.
£52,000 if Steve West can take out 141. We've not seen a 9-darter since 1990. Oh dear. We're not going to see it now either.
He needs to compose himself now. Leave it good for the double.
83.
And that's a good recovery.
That is a very good recovery. Dave will have written this leg off now. With Steve sat on 58.
100. Steve, you require 58.
So we've had the spectacular from Steve West. Straightforward double top or double 10.
38.
Oh, a little bit nervy on the doubles.
Well, you get carried away with the momentum, don't you, of a start like that?
Absolutely, you can do. The times I've seen. 9-darts on and then not achieved and the leg lost.
Because Chisnall's done what he had to do there. He's put all the pressure on this. Double 5.
Game shot and the first leg. Steve West. Second leg, it's Dave to throw first. Game on.
Well, we've only just had the one leg here, Martin Adams. I feel exhausted already.
Oh, fantastic start to the match.
43.
I think he's rocked Dave a little bit there. Just thought he was.
Well, we've made mention of it in the build-up here, Martin. How Dave Chisnall hasn't been to a lot of the tournaments this year. Has concentrated on the exhibitions, the local tournaments up in Lancashire. I wonder how match sharp he is.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, like you say, we haven't seen a great deal of Dave on the circuit.
100.
He ended up not available for the England match in April. So we're not quite sure of his match fitness, to be honest.
131.
And it's difficult. You've had this yourself. There's a lot of calls for exhibitions, a lot of calls for your time that take you away from the tournaments. But there has to be a balance.
You have to make the balance. That's the thing.
100.
But if I know Dave, he'll be digging in.
And you know him very well, having beaten him in the last 2 years of this tournament.
He's a great opponent.
42.
The one thing with Dave, he doesn't go away. He's always there chasing your tail.
And that young lady won't go away either. That was Michaela, Dave Chisnall's girlfriend.
60.
Future wife material, he said to me.
Oh,
But
lucky boy.
she was stood there at the time, so I think he was after some brownie points.
140.
The pair of them live up in Morecambe now, where Chizzy's become something of a local superstar. .75 scored.
95.
Sure,
Steve now on 88.
88.
One would expect treble 20. Leaves him 18 for bullseye, I would guess. Yeah, bullseye. Oh, a little bit higher.
58.
Well, he's left himself on a double, though, if he gets a chance, if Chisnall can't take this out. And this is to hold his throw here. Well, wrong treble, but it could have been an awful lot worse. Might go bull for double 16, might go treble 14 for double top. I think he went for the bullseye.
He did indeed.
The thing was, he was a long way off.
39.
But this double
Steve
15
require
for 30, not easy. It
Game
backs. Steve
start.
makes it
And
look
the
easy.
second leg. Steve West.
Well, he did.
Third leg.
Straight in,
Steve
right in the
first.
middle of the
Game
bed.
on.
And that's one against the head for Steve West.
Absolutely.
Chisnall, the runner-up, 2010, lost in the first round, though, to Martin Adams, 2009.
100.
No doubting that when he gets motoring, he is an exceptional player. The 30-year-old. Steve West, how would you describe
46.
him? Journeyman, goes to every tournament.
Yeah, Steve goes to so many tournaments. Sometimes I think he goes to too many. But in recent months, he has slowed down a little bit. He's a proud father now, so that can be life-changing from the perspective of being available to get out on darts every weekend.
Yeah, married man now, and we should say hi to Babish, his
60.
wife, who's watching along, I'm sure, with a packed Westies pub back in Holland. He's a landlord now, Stephen Babish.
100.
They come from far and wide, bandits one and all. You see, when she thought, I'll wear a big Mexican moustache to the Lakeside, it seemed like a good idea.
137.
Until you have a little drink.
For Sunday libation. This is better.
Treble 19.
139.
Well, West needs to just put a little bit of pressure on Chisnall here. He's got an excellent chance to break back.
132. Dave, you require 62.
Well, treble 10, double 16 is the normal way. There's a treble 10, double 16. Oh,
46.
pulled it in.
Steve, you require 66.
You know the feeling, Martin. Sometimes they just don't go. West now for the set, double top.
46.
Oh, a bit nervy there, bit
Dave,
nervy.
you require
But Dave could
16.
save the set here. Double 8.
And he's thinking about it. That's difficult now. Pulled
Good
it a bit.
switch. Oh,
Eight.
not a good switch.
He made it difficult
Steve,
with that
you
first
require
dart,
20.
did Chisnall.
But double 10 for Steve to take the set. Double 5.
Game
It's there.
shot. And
First
the
set to
first
Mr. West.
Steve West.
Well, once again, Dave Chisnall pulls up his trousers. This time he's shaking his head,
Second
and that's
set,
why.
First leg, it's Dave to throw first. Game on.
Steve West looks not just very happy, but a bit of relief maybe in that smile.
I think a little bit of relief there,
100.
definitely. First set under the belt. That's a position you want to be in. You don't want to be the set down. I know what that's like. I was in that position last night.
50.
And he went on and lost the next two legs as well. I'm not trying to remind you of tough times here, but it could get even worse for the favoured runner, as it were.
It could do.
100.
So what do you do? I mean, at this stage yesterday, you were putting the big scores in. Dave Chisnall not scoring quite as hard. What do you do in this position?
100.
Well, you know you've got to dig in. You know you've got to get scores to get down to that double. And you know you've got to hit the doubles. But the great Bobby Jules told me, never panic.
83.
And that's what I used to do years ago. You used to get a little bit of a panic in there. And that's when you start missing the doubles and losing that set again. Dave has really got to dig in here, do the job.
And it's difficult as well, you know, to try and stop yourself panicking when, you know, in a leg like this you think, well, I've started okay, but Steve West is kind of matching you.
140.
You know, a 140 from West here, the doubt starts to set in, doesn't it?
It can do, without a doubt, because immediately you're under pressure again.
It's not going to be a 140 though.
50.
Ah,
Dave, you require
there's
78.
Shaggy. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Oh, there's Scooby-Doo. Bullseye.
Game shot and the first leg. Dave
Don't know where
Chisnall.
Shaggy is, but we found Bully. And Chisnall's found a leg.
Second leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
Well, that stops you panicking, doesn't it?
It should do.
140.
We'll see on these three darts where if that's built the confidence. And it's building lovely.
135.
Unlucky with the last dart. Now you see West has, you know, blocked the bed just slightly. That's why he shuffled across the
80.
oche.
Yeah, sometimes that happens and you want to make the angle. And get that dart in the treble.
Played at the Grand Slam of Darts this year. Dave Chisnall beat Simon Whitlock in the group stages, but then somehow managed to lose to Robert Thornton and Colin Osborne. I don't think we saw the best of him in Wolverhampton.
81.
Well, a maximum here would set it up nicely for Dave now. There's one. Oh, just outside.
100.
Should have been more, really.
Should have been more, but he's still in touch. 21 between them.
Now this is where you put in a punishing score.
If you can hit a 140 or a 180 on the front of this one, it's good. It's got rid of the odd one. Two treble 20s. 100 left.
121.
Spoken like a master.
100.
Which of course you are at the moment, and have been for the last three
And double
Masters.
top. Tens.
90.
Oh, that was a bit of a pull, that one. But Dave's got a great opportunity here.
100.
He's done it a couple of times, Steve West, just very nervy on that last start at a double. So would he go treble 16, double 16? No, he stayed with the treble 20.
41.
And missed on his cover for the
Steve, you
outer bull as well.
require 10.
Double 5. Just on the top of the wire there.
He was walking.
Game
That's
shot
in, though.
and the second leg. Steve West.
He likes that double 5 today, Steve West. That's the third time he's
Third
hit
leg,
it.
it's Dave to throw first. Game on.
Which kind of shows you that he's not quite in the zone on his doubles yet if he's having to go that far down.
Well, exactly, yeah, but I must admit, though, double 5, I'm not a lover of it myself. 'Cause it's
85.
so easy to drop down below it and split it, and then you have 5 left, 1 double 2, and invariably you miss the double 2 and it's double 1 time.
But if you score
24.
properly, if you get the ton 40s, you'll invariably leave yourself on the double 16. It's when you go awry that you're relying on double top.
That's the position, yeah. It's not a good place to be when you're on the hockey, I tell you.
57.
Oh, they both seem a little bit nervy in this leg.
121.
Steve proves me wrong.
We'll see from here as well whether Steve West kind of follows the pattern of his brother yesterday. They are momentum players, the two Wests, aren't they?
85.
Oh, without a doubt, yes. Very much so. I mean, if it would have been a floor game yesterday, myself and Tony, I'd have got murdered, wouldn't I? No doubt about it. And the same with Dave here today, but that's a great darts.
140.
Yeah, they rely on the confidence that their A game brings them, and when they have to rely on a B and a C game, that's when there is a chink in the armour.
140.
Indeed.
of the West. Chisnall, you know, and I mean this with a lot of affection, doesn't think too much about his darts. He's not
60.
He's not going to let his darts drag him down, as it were.
In many ways, a good thing, but 134. Treble 14, I would guess. 20 for tops.
94. Steve, you require 156.
His brother Tony achieved it yesterday. Will Steve do it today? 2 treble 20s, double 18.
No, maybe that's a good thing, because he didn't do his brother much good when he got that 156. There is Tony. 2 Tonys, actually.
And he's laughing. Look at that, bless him.
Dad Tony just rubbing his
Double
chin
top.
a bit.
Double 10.
Game shot, and the third leg. Dave Chisnall. Fourth leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
Lovely, just where he wanted it. Chisnall holds his throw again.
55.
They have met, these two, in 2010 at the Dutch Open. You were busy winning it. You might not have remembered the match, Martin Adams, but Steve West actually won it 3-1.
Yes, I believe he did, yes.
But that's on the floor, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. And those are best of 5 or best of 7 games.
100.
And it is a racer, and it's hard to win those. If somebody comes out firing like the West do, you struggle to keep up with them.
100.
Yes, a much shorter format in that particular competition. Great competition it is too, the Dutch Open.
Oh, immense competition. 3,000 plus entries.
60.
But only one winner.
Which in 2010 was Martin Adams.
That was my first win at the Dutch Open.
Was it really?
Yes.
60.
You've been feeling like a turkey most other years.
Yeah, seasonal.
100.
He wanted more than that, and he doesn't leave a shot.
So Chisnall has a great opportunity if he can find a treble here, though, and he's searching for it.
58.
How many times do we see that? You know, that the door's slightly ajar, and then you can't force your way in.
I know these things creep up on you, and you can feel it go wrong,
100.
and then the next one
David
goes wrong as well.
143.
But 143 for the leg and the set.
Not
This
now.
time.
57.
Still searching for that treble, tensing up.
Steve, you require 86.
This is quite straightforward. Treble 18, double 16. And he's done a lot of the hard work. Now needs to finish it off, double 8s. There you
Game
go.
shot.
Squares it
And
up.
the fourth leg. Steve West.
Lovely little finish, 86.
Like you said, it
Fifth
should be
leg
a
is
straightforward
Dave to
finish.
throw first.
It's the sort of
Game
shot
on.
that we like to leave, because there's always options if you miss that 54.
100.
Well, that's unlucky. You can't do much about a deflection there. Other than aim left, of course.
83.
But they're beautiful when they go in and stick into the treble, those little deflections. But
Yeah, 3's better than 1, but you'd prefer it went the other side and stuck in the treble 20.
137.
if you've got 2 in the treble 20 like that, are you consciously trying to aim a little bit further left, or do you just let it flow?
Me personally, I would always throw exactly the same place as the previous dart went, because you're on the target.
32.
You get deflections. That's unlucky.
But I tell you what, Chisnall is finding that treble 20 now.
In the groove.
Isn't he just?
180.
In the groove.
9 darts he's thrown, a lot of them in or around that treble 20 bed, and Chisnall has given himself the greatest of opportunities to take now this set. But West is coming back,
140.
but has to
Dave,
stand and hope now as
61.
Chisnall was 61. Hits the bullseye. And now double 4.
53.
He's got time.
He has. He shouldn't be worried about that at all. The one who's got the things on his mind now is Steve. Way back on 246. He knows he needs 140 or 180.
180.
Puts the pressure on that double 8 or double 4 for 8.
Dave, you require
Well, that'll do
8.
for West. The wry smile from Chisnall, who's been in this sort of situation before, and is getting some great support. What is he thinking? Is he thinking?
He's thinking, don't miss.
And he did.
Game shot. And the second set. Dave Chisnall.
Pause for thought. And then the excellence of execution from Dave Chisnall for a double 4 to win the set.
Third set, first leg. It's Steve to throw first. Game on. 60.
So, 1 set apiece. It's now a best of 3 set match, this, and great overall scoring. Chisnall with more than 30 per dart. Steve West just underneath it.
140.
And there, a lot of big scores, Martin, as well.
Indeed, yeah. Very little to choose between them on the scoring and the averages.
85.
Quite evenly matched at the moment. They've both been making errors with the scoring. But at the end of the day, that last set should give Mr. Chisnall a bit more confidence.
40.
He said as he hit the wire.
Well, you can't legislate for that little bounce out. Averages are close, scores are close, double percentages are close as well. The one thing that you do see from that, though, is Steve West has had a third
21.
more opportunities at a double.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. But he's pulled them and he's missed them.
But if you're giving yourself more chance, as long as you can carry on that sort of form, you're going to find a way back into the match and back into the lead again.
Indeed.
49. $85.
He doesn't seem very comfortable at the moment, Steve. Seems a little bit rattled.
And is that just purely because Dave Chisnall's won a set, albeit with the advantage of first throw in that second set?
He knows that he could have been in a position where he's 2 up.
140.
But it wasn't to be. Dave played really well in that last set. But he's feeling a little bit more pressure now. And he knows where he's got to be. He's got to be in that treble 20, putting pressure on Dave. Because Dave's now on a 1-3-2, and that's one of his favourite finishes. Because he's a bullseye player.
And that's what he went for, treble 19.
And a bullseye. Superb.
Game shot and the first leg. Dave Chisnall.
That was absolutely brilliant from Dave Chisnall. Whether you're a bullseye player or not, absolutely magnificent in the execution again.
Brilliant darts.
Second
what
leg,
can you
it's
say?
Dave to throw first. Game on.
Well, what do you say? If you're Steve West or if you're Martin Adams and it's Tony West who's chucked that in, you know, what do you do? Just acknowledge that it was good darts?
Indeed, that's all you can do. Great shot, well done, mate.
134.
And he's away, 134 off. Pressure's now back on Steve again.
Who is the number 4 seed, remember?
140.
But perversely, you know, the underdog in this because of what Chisnall's done at the Lakeside before.
Indeed, yeah. But, you know, Steve's got to find it within him to just battle on and keep Dave, you know, at bay, if
30.
you like.
For Steve West in what is his 4th Lakeside, there is always the thought in the back of his mind that on his previous 3 visits,
95.
he's gone out in the first round.
That's always going to be praying in the back of his mind.
Got to get the monkey off your back, haven't you?
Difficult thing to do.
But even his brother can't watch at the moment.
100.
But a good leg this for Steve West, if he can take this 1-2-7 out. He still can, treble 19.
99.
Didn't have to go the ball route.
No, he didn't, no. He pays your money and takes your choice, but Dave can pressure this finish now.
100.
Even that adds a little bit of pressure for this 28. Double 14.
Which isn't a double that the players often go for, but it's a nice double. Unless you miss.
Game shot and the second leg. Steve West.
And he seems very happy with that as well.
It's double 7. One below the one
Third
that is the
leg, it's
favourite
Steve
double,
to
so
throw
you should always
first.
approach it with a bit of
Game
confidence.
on.
Well, you think he should do, but double 7 is one of those doubles that you don't normally use. And it can be a little bit shaky when you throw at it. But I mean, Steve just went straight for it, and that's the thing. Just throw at it, and it should go in.
So one set all, one leg all. Nothing to choose really between these two in any of the scores or the stats.
137.
It starts coming down now to bottle and character.
Absolutely, yeah. But Steve showed great character in that last one. I mean, having been on the receiving end of that one, 132 out. You know, he's come back and won the next leg, and now he's got to build on that.
121.
And there's the deflection that goes into the treble 20 bed. A nice kiss.
I like those ones. They're good.
55.
Once again, full house here at the Lakeside. This second day of the new year.
85.
Now this should be interesting. Steve's on 265. If he goes down for 19s, he can leave 170 with a 95 scored. Yeah. He'll be looking for that treble 19. I'd have stayed down if it was me.
Dave, you're
I think he felt he actually narrowed the target too much, and it was too risky a shot.
Well, in particular with Dave sitting on a 158. He's now given Dave 6 darts at that.
84.
Which you can ill afford to do. And it might even be more than 6. That's a wayward first dart.
43.
Now 74 for Dave.
74.
Treble 14, double 16, I would guess.
His girlfriend watching on. Single 14 leaves 20 for tops. Has to make an angle for himself.
Game shot.
That'll do nicely.
Dave Chisnall.
Well done, Chizzy.
Fourth leg, it's Dave to throw first.
And his lady's
Game
very,
on.
very happy with that.
Do you ever play back the video of your matches and watch what the other half is doing during a game?
140.
Well, I do play them back, but not to watch the other half, I must admit.
It's quite funny sometimes just to see your wife's reaction.
Oh, no, I mean, one of the best ones, as you know, was
92.
2007. So when she exited the room.
Sharon Adams has left the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, that is
Well,
unlucky.
40.
Did he actually catch that, or was it one bounce?
Yeah.
I know Freddie Flintoff's a big
60.
darts fan, but
Yeah.
Chisnall might now need to take his place in the slips if he caught that on the full.
Big score here. Will put Steve in all sorts of problems.
100.
Might be enough.
Well, Steve's scoring has just slipped down a little bit in this leg.
60.
He knows. He knows the next 3 darts from Dave Chisnall could put him in so much trouble.
And when you start with back-to-back 180s for your first 2 visits to the Oki, and then find yourself, as could happen here, a set down a little bit later on, doubt creeps in, you start kicking yourself and beating yourself up.
Yeah, you can do, because when you start off at a leg of darts with 180, if you don't hit another one and then the finish, well, there's only one way your game's going to go down, it's only going to go downward a little bit, and then you've got to try and get back up to it again.
You need to play pretty much every leg individually on its own. That's better.
125.
You know, it puts him on a finish as well.
He's left a finish. He's really fortunate that Dave didn't leave a finish off that last one.
And fortunate as well that, you know, Chisnall
Steve, you
is only at 99 in his last 2 visits.
Well high. 34.
95.
But Chisnall
Dave,
has
you
hit the
require
132 already.
132.
And will approach it the same way again, I'm sure. Bullseye first, 25 first, treble 19. And bullseye again. Oh, it was
107.
almost a
So
touch of the
close.
deja vu.
Steve, you require
69. Treble 19, I would guess. Double 12.
57.
Just dropped it. Great opportunity here for Dave. 25, 988.
Well, the signs are there, but is the writing on the wall for Steve West in this set? I think they're just stopped at the moment because the scoreboards in the arena haven't updated themselves. Chisnall wants 25, but it hasn't clicked over on the electronic scoreboard. And they're just waiting whilst our referee, Nick Rolls, gets the video, ladies and gentlemen, to help the scoreboard play catch-up, which it now has. Well, for at least for Dave Chisnall, I think for Steve West, it is still playing catch-up. This is difficult for both players, Martin, at a really crucial part of the match.
It is indeed, yes. Unfortunately, there's been somebody's put in a shot on the wrong side of the scoreboard, and now they've got to trace back to where that shot went wrong and then just correct all the scores.
Well, while we're doing that, let's have a little look at Dave Chisnall's prowess in the slips.
Dave,
remember that bounce out?
25.
Good catch, sir.
Brilliant.
Now, kids, don't try that at home. It could be a bit dangerous.
But here we go, 988. 88 for the set. Yes,
Game
it's
shot.
in.
And the third
2
set.
sets to 1 up. Dave Chisnall.
That is twice now. Once deliberate, once he couldn't help it. Dave Chisnall's had to pause to hit that winning double.
Fourth
and
set,
do you know
first
what?
leg,
The pause
it's
did it
Dave
good.
to throw first.
It did indeed. Sometimes
Game
it does. Sometimes if you miss it, you think to yourself, well, why didn't I just carry on without the pause? But he's getting it right today.
He's actually, you know, Dave Chisnall approached this in a very professional way.
He has indeed. He clearly learnt a lot from last year's experience here at Lakeside from all of his matches
60.
and what he's done since that as well.
You know, from that first set where, you know, Steve West threw everything at him and it went in. Chisnall was just forced his way, crept his way back into the match, paused at the right times, done the professional job, and has the darts and the advantage of first throw in this fourth set.
$123. $100.
Yeah, and he's not won this match yet, Martin, but he's looking good for it. There's a long way to go, but could be a very nice semi-final between the pair of you this year, couldn't it?
You never know, yes, that's very true. But Steve knows what he's got to do. He knows he's going to start hitting that treble 20, putting some pressure on Dave.
140.
And hitting those doubles. I mean, Steve had a great shot there, but missed double.
Lorraine Farnham, watching on, was in the Women's World Championship. And having a chat there with
85.
Stuart Kellett's girlfriend Bev, 2 Cheshire County players. We'll see Kellett in action a bit later on, and he could be dangerous.
60.
Very good player, young Mr. Kellett. Played him in the final of the World Masters.
Well, lovely to set up double top. Big ask this for West. Treble 19 leaves double 12, and he's missing those trebles.
Not giving himself the right opportunities, but Chisnall won double top.
require 40.
Will he take his time again? He will. Composure. It's in.
Game shot, and the first leg. Dave Chisnall.
It's a very good
Second
game to
leg,
win
Steve
from
to
here
throw
if you're
first.
Steve West.
Game on.
And he knows he's got an uphill struggle, but this is a perfect way to start. Unlucky.
140.
Should have been a 180, really.
Oh, it can be, but I'd be totally comfortable with 140. Because at the end of the day, Dave's got to match it or better it.
But I think Steve West needs a fourth maximum, doesn't he? He needs to kickstart
60.
his match again. That's
He could well do with one at this stage. But it's that second dart keeps drifting.
44.
only 40. Only 60 to start the leg. Chisnall just slowing down a bit, and Steve West has got that maximum that he needed.
There it is, the maximum you were talking about, leaving himself a lovely finish, 137.
$78. Steve, you require 137.
I think David's written off this leg. Steve West at least 6 darts from here, but doesn't want to stray around. Good recovery.
Again, second dart, stray dart, but it's not a problem at this time.
$85. Steve, you require 60.
20 for tops. And has to shuffle just to find the angle again. Double 10.
50.
Oh dear.
Well, he's hit the 180, and to me, he's not thought, right, I'm back in this, I've got my game
55.
going. He's thought, oh yeah, about time too.
Steve, you require
He's
10.
not kicked on. That's
Game
better.
shot, and the second leg. Steve West. Third leg, it's Dave.
In all honesty, I think, you know, when you
Game on.
know that the guy is not on a finish, you don't worry too much about the missed double, but from an overall confidence perspective,
140.
you should do, really.
I think what's probably more worrying, that's the 4th time he's hit double 5. He's hit a double 7 as well, so he's having to go searching for these doubles.
66.
Oh yeah, indeed. I mean, you do that, have that sort of game in a pub, and they'll say, good panic dart the last one, because sometimes it is.
96.
They'd say, do drop in my pub. They wouldn't even give me the credit.
Indeed, yeah.
They're obviously a far more genteel bunch in Market Deeping.
Dave on 265 here. Will he go down with the 19s and try and leave that 170? Or better? Ooh. Oh, that's unlucky.
64.
Well, he wouldn't want to leave himself 170 from here on in, but the idea was right. Caught the dart and the wire, I think.
93.
We have seen a 170 in the championship this year. Gary Robson has $3 grand in his back pocket.
117.
But someone might nab a share,
Absolutely.
just like you did last year against this Mr. Chisnall.
140.
I did indeed. But here we are, 84, treble 20, double 12. No, he hasn't. He's changed his mind. 18 for ball.
77.
Well, he hit the treble 18, and that left him the double 7.
102.
And that's a great first dart, because double top now for West. Pulled it, didn't he?
82.
Again, yeah.
Dave, you require
7 left. 3 for double 2. And you hope you get the first one straight. That's it. Double 2.
Taking his time again. Do the biz, Chiz, is the sign. Can't get much closer without getting it in, and he didn't.
Steve, you
Not to
require
be.
20.
Well, it's a double 10 for Steve to edge further ahead in this leg. A set.
Oh,
Yes,
lovely.
He
Game
found it.
shot. And the third leg. Steve West.
There was a touch of fear, I think, in the first 2
Fourth
darts.
leg, it's
I think there
Steve to
was.
throw
When you're
first.
edging away from
Game
it,
on.
you'd think, oh my life, no. Back the other way.
But he's broken the throw. Now, can he go on, hold his throw here
100.
and pushes all the way, I wonder?
Well, that's what Steve will be hoping to do, that's for sure. And I'm sure Chizzy will think, nah, I've got to draw this level.
100.
It's a big leg, it really is.
$49.
Steve West. Sorry.
Opportunity for Dave here to draw ahead. Big score here could make a big, big difference.
137.
Big score coming in from Steve West
140.
to match Chisnall's effort, but still, you know, another ton 23 here. would be really... Oh, that's just so wayward. Doors ajar, it's there for him if he can put in the ton 40. Couldn't take it.
100.
An important shot there, leaving a shot. Dave's got to try and match this now.
And Chisnall just taking his time once again. Keeps looking over to the scoreboard, but problem is no problem with it this occasion.
85. Steve, you require 112.
For the set for Steve West now. Treble 19 would have left the ball. He's rather fluffed his lines
32.
if that's the audition.
Those loose darts again. But Dave has got a chance here to level the set. 111. Treble 20 for double 16. He'll stay there, I think. Off to the
51. Steve, you require 80.
Well, this nice and straightforward if he's just playing in Westie's bar. But he's on the Lakeside stage. And he's got one dart now to win this set. Steve West. Yes, he's got it! He's taken us the distance.
Steve West.
And the West table and the West fans have something to cheer again.
Well, I think maybe this is new ground for Dave Chisnall. In the first round last year, it was a straightforward 3-0 win. Now he's seeing some of the pressure that he experienced later on in the tournament last year. So,
fifth set.
Will he
first
draw
leg,
on that
it's
experience
Steve
from last
first. Game on.
So for the first time in the 2011 Lakeside, we go into a fifth and deciding set.
95.
Tony West to Steve West, I should say, his brother Tony lost to Dave Chisnall in 2010. He's trying to get one back for the West family here.
I think he is.
60.
With darts like that from Dave, I think there's a good opportunity that Steve will do that.
60. 121.
I wonder what the collective noun for a bunch of Beatons is. They are the Steve Beaton fan club.
140.
A bust of bronzed Adonis.
But Steve's had his hair cut.
60.
Steve Beaton, the 96 world champion. The bronzed Adonis. Let's call him the Adonai alumni. How's that?
140.
Great shot there from Steve.
West,
66
that
left.
is not beaten. And West is far from beaten here.
60. Steve
66.
66.
Will he go to ball routes or treble 10? He's gone for the 10. 16 for tops. Double top. Ooh,
26.
a little high, but I don't think he's over worried with that. Chizzy back on 200.
60.
Well, you won't be too worried either by Chisnall's failure to find a treble. Double top now. Handy marker. He's pulled it again. And he's still going searching for some of these doubles.
Indeed, yes. Sometimes that it gets to you when you start missing doubles. But 140 here for Dave. 2 treble 20s. Oh, he's gone the other way. And double 16.
108.
Very close. The double
Stevie
10
required
for
20.
Steve West.
Is he playing the board or the opponents? He's playing the
Game
board,
shot,
Steve West.
and the first
Nice
leg.
composure.
Steve West.
And for the first time
Second leg, it's
since
Dave
the
to throw
first set,
Game on.
Steve West is now back in front.
Dave's not seeming comfortable about something.
Well, it's incredible how a match
41.
turns, doesn't it? Chisnall was looking absolutely nailed on. 2 sets to 1 up.
He was. I mean, if you could have a bet in play, I'm sure you'd have put your money on Dave Chisnall.
60.
Getting hot. The fans need the fans.
32.
It's inspiration, not perspiration, that Dave Chisnall's searching for here.
100.
Good steady darts there from Steve.
140.
Good 140. He's got himself back in the leg.
100.
Yeah, but Chisnall's a man who can survive a fight back, who can fight back himself as well. So it's still very much in the balance, this match. And that 140, those back-to-back 140s have really helped Chisnall claw his way back into this leg. But look at this. Steve West got an answer of his own.
He has indeed. 148 for Dave, treble 20. Oh, he's just got to hope he leaves a double now. Not 39. This time.
Steve, you require 101.
Treble 19 for double 12. Would have given him a shot to go 2-0 up in this set. Now Chisnall, this is a major moment for him. First dart, absolutely beautiful. 52 left. Double top to square it.
69.
Carried away.
Steve, you require 52.
Steve, 52. 12 or single 12 or 20. Single 12, so it's double top.
Game
and
shot.
It's there, that's
and
it.
The second leg. Steve West.
2 legs up in the final set.
Well. Steve West, who was looking, and I'm sure thinking, about a fourth first-round exit on the bounce.
Third leg, it's
now,
Steve to throw first. Game on.
Now has the darts in his hand, throwing first to beat the 2010 runner-up. And I think that's his stepmom, Carol, watching on. Unbelievable
140.
turn of events for him. Their man is on the verge.
Absolutely, and that was a great way to start this leg. Pressure the opponent
54.
From the off.
Has West just turned it on here, or has Chisnall just taken his foot off the gas?
41.
I think Chizzy's taken his foot off the gas and maybe lost his way a little bit, but these, I would have said these 3 darts are going to be so important to him. Which they are, effectively.
81.
And if he's taken his foot off the gas slightly, is this that lack of match sharpness that we were talking about early on?
Yeah, I think so, really, because you've got to know when you've got to put the foot on the gas.
60.
Push them forward.
He's not played as many tournaments in 2010, Dave Chisnall, as Steve West has. And yes, he might have won the British Masters, but West has been there week in, week out, fighting in competitions.
41.
And he's fighting here.
He can see the winning post, but I'm not sure he can get over it at the moment. Oh.
66.
Good recovery. But I feel Steve can see the winning post, and hopefully he'll get over it.
59.
Well, okay.
That's a finish.
160's okay if you're going to need a big check out, but Chisnall desperately needs a treble 20. This has been a really poor leg from him.
100.
That's his highest score of the leg.
160.
For the match then, another treble 20. Oh. But beautiful double top to set up double top if Chisnall can't take out Shanghai.
Treble 20 still. That was to save the match there.
48.
3 times a first round loser. 40. Is it 4th time lucky? And a major shock for Steve West. Double top. Slight adjustment. Only hit it once out of 10 attempts. And he still hasn't got more than 1 double top. Is that his moment that has passed him by?
But Dave Chisnall, 72 to save this match. Treble 9, 27.
Where would you go, Martin?
45 left, I'll be looking at 13. Dave may be looking at the 5 though.
And he's thinking, he's in two minds.
He is, yeah.
None of which has any certainty. Double 18 he's gone for. Three minds. He'll be out of his mind.
Game shot. And the third
He has
leg.
pulled it
Dave
out of the
Chisnall.
bag. Unbelievable. That is one of the best darts you will ever see in this tournament. Make no mistake, the pressure on Dave Chisnall there. Wow.
Fourth
Living
leg, it's
proof
Dave to throw
that the
first.
scores don't matter at the end of
Game
it.
on.
It's all about that double.
Well, seriously, there's less bottle in Westie's bar over in the Netherlands than Dave Chisnall showed us there on this Lakeside stage. And, well, he's come now
140.
back from the brink after West missed double top for the match.
43.
Dare I say it, could we be in for the tiebreaker?
That double top for Tony and for
98.
Steve West. There's Tony West looking on. You know, he set up the double top with a double top. It was a beautiful dart, but the
60.
pressure then that was on his shoulders.
Yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what that's like. And then it doesn't go in, you think, oh no.
84.
You know, and Chisnall now just doing enough to boss this leg.
90.
Don't feel that's enough. Dave's going to leave a nice shot out here. That's 99 left. I would think he'd come down. Yeah.
99.
Leave 80.
Well, this is the leg that Chisnall wants to
98.
get himself back
Dave, you
in, to
require
give himself
80.
an easier time of it after the emotions of the third leg. Single 20, leaves double top, the one that West missed for the match. And there,
Game shot. And the
easy.
fourth leg. Dave Chisnall.
It's tie-break time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fifth set must be won by two clear legs. Should we reach 5 legs all, we'll play sudden death. Fifth leg, it's Steve to throw first. Game on.
So, to repeat our referee, Nick Rolls, you've got to win by 2 clear legs. And you could say the man
54.
who starts the fifth leg should have something of an advantage, but not if you throw the bag of nails that Steve West has just thrown then.
Well, indeed. You both get a fair advantage, really, because you know, alternate throwing. But it is
100.
more hard for the guy that's got the throw second time around because he knows he's chasing really hard to level it again.
41.
Dave has levelled it there to make it 2-2.
And look at that, 54 and
it's
41 from Steve West.
58.
I think it'd be fair to say this is the sort of situation that really sorts out the men from the boys.
All the girls and the boys. Great reaction from Michaela.
100.
I remember Steve West's debut here, 2008, Martin. He lost 3-2 to Ted Hankey in the first round. It was a brilliant first round match. And this will be crueler, having had the
100.
dart to win it.
I know exactly how that feels. I've been there, had the dart to win it, and it hasn't gone in, and I've then gone on and lost it.
136.
Did you have 6 darts to win it against Chris Mason that year?
Yeah, I believe I did, yeah.
Now, Chisnall putting on some pressure.
140.
Fantastic darts.
Steve, you require 170.
What are you made of, Steve West? Unlucky. That could easily have gone in. So could the second.
60.
The third just head dropping as the dart was dropping.
103.
Well, 103. You're down at 19s. Treble 20. 16s.
87. Steve, you require 110.
And he now can't finish. That, Steve West, was, well, he'd say himself, shocking. Just got to make sure, and he didn't.
74.
But this is where the nerves come in.
Dave, you require 16.
Is Chisnall feeling any nerves? I think she is. I don't think he's feeling anything now. He's in the zone. Double 8. Yeah,
Game
lovely.
shot, and the 5th leg. Dave Chisnall.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And Dave Chisnall, who last year in the quarterfinals was 4-1 down against Ted Hankey, came back to win 5-4. Might be about to produce another fight back. Taken the advantage away from Steve West.
100.
And an excellent start there from Dave.
And look at these checkout percentages. If you remember, after a couple of sets, after 3 sets, it was dead equal. Now, Chisnall is hitting the doubles where they count the most.
That's the thing you've got to do. It's hurt them, as Bobby has said so many times before. And they do hurt when they go in.
96.
Like that.
He's been a bit rusty, as Chisnall.
40.
Oh, as Steve West's mate George can only shake his head at the cruel misfortune of another bounce out. But it's 3 apiece in bounce outs. They have levelled themselves up in this match.
But at this stage of the match, that's the last thing you want.
50.
And Dave's not taking advantage of that. It surprises me a little bit.
Steve, he's searching, not just for his doubles, he's
40.
searching for 3 straight darts, for a treble 20 here.
He's not finding them at all.
60.
And Tony still, giving it the cheers, but he knows the losing feeling from yesterday. And it might be that Steve is going to find the losing feeling today.
85.
That's better, but is it too little too late? 6 darts from 195 for Chisnall.
3 good ones here, he could leave a double. There's 120.
122.
A bit of a pull there with the last one. And Steve way back on 255.
135.
Excellent dart, at least leave a finish.
Dave, you require
Well,
73.
the future of Mrs. Chisnall, maybe the future of darts as well. Her man now looks at double top for the match, and once again he pauses. It's worked for him so far. It's worked for him again. And as rusty as he was, Dave Chisnall has survived. He shakes his head and says, mate, you could easily have beaten me. But you know what? Sometimes fortune favours the brave, and has favoured Dave Chisnall here. And that little bit of luck has taken him through. He won't be as rusty in round 2.
Through to the next round, Dave Chisnall!